This is Live from Beyond. I'm Kevin. I'm the GM, and tonight we're playing one of the final, if not the final, episode in this segment of The Distant Shore, our Cypher system game of how would we describe this? Dimension hopping escapades.
Yeah, sure.
This week, our explorers find themselves in a land of robots and dinosaurs and lasers. And why don't you guys give us just a little taste of your character? Who are they? What do they do? What's their thing?
My name is Kim. I'm playing Mika Reyes, the cyborg leader of the party.
Whatever was going on with Oliver there, let's never have that happen again.
I'm like more messed up than usual.
I'm Aaron, and I'm playing William Pembroke, who is previously a spy master and now, I don't know, matches wills with dinosaurs or something like that. He's the Dr. Grant of this team.
And I'm Nick, I think. It's my turn. And I'm celebrating. I just hit level 17 in Live from Beyond, which means now I need to inculcate somebody else into the cult. So donations like upfront along with your applications, $500 minimum probably, and then I'll get you in.
Did Nick lose some sanity or something?
No, what's going on?
Hello, everybody. My name is Alex, and I just reached Ascension 6 in Slay the Spire. That's
nice. But wait, which deck?
Oh, with what's just the silent only. But anyway, that aside, I play Tony Zacapa, who is a master infiltrator. Currently, Tony's been focusing on hunting and killing any sort of worthy quarry, I guess. And also he has, I guess, taken Mika as his leader and savior or something, because I have to, in order not to get destroyed in this world.
All right, so Speaking of all of those things, you have recently infiltrated a ziggurat, or a destroyed ziggurat, where there is a worthy quarry, which may soon destroy you. If you remember, you have entered this sort of pyramid structure, and there is some kind of terrible beast prowling around, and you have just recently stepped into a room, a bunch of torches, and as you turned to leave, you found your fingers came against solid stone.
I thought we had actually managed to literally split into four different groups.
I think you're just talking about my guide.
That is true, but one of those groups is consisting of Tony.
Okay, you can just say Tony. It's fine.
Army of one.
Is it really an army though?
It's like a stealthy army. Like,
I don't know if you call that an army, but all right. Anyways,
that's not an army.
Not sure I would even call him a person.
Well, you're in good company with your cyborg brethren then.
Not really a person unless you're a cyborg.
Slow earthquake.
Yes.
Every time he does it, the camera is just higher and higher.
I have no explanation.
Do we need to enforce?
He pushes it all the way down and then just springs back up like this.
I'm working on it.
I can see you're trying. It's just...
there
we go.
All right.
Small victories, I guess.
And I'm Nick.
I give it 10 minutes to cameras.
Yeah, it's gonna roll straight up. All right. Anyways, so Tony, your breath catches in your mouth as you hear something else moving in the chamber in the darkness.
So I think before we finish, I said I will assume the stealthiest of poses, like a backflip onto the wall or something, right?
Yeah. I'm not. I don't quite follow what a stealthy pose is.
I mean, I'll go prone, right, or crouch down.
Obviously, tree stance.
Right.
Yeah. Downward dog.
Okay.
I'll like crouch down and like obviously take a look around, and I will try to make sure that whatever it is doesn't notice me.
Okay, so there's very little light. You sort of moved away from the center of the room where the torches are. You notice as you get farther from the torches, the light sort of dims in them, so they're barely visible right now. But you can definitely hear like something like else in this room, sort of like walking around. You can hear like footsteps.
And I can't see it.
No,
if I like
too dark.
look around.
Too dark.
I'll turn on my flashlight. What do we got here?
That's the Zerglin, Lester.
Well, shit.
All right, so I'm gonna very quietly reach into my pocket and like and pop my
change in it. You made a mistake.
No, and I'm gonna pop the little like fruit into my mouth and like eat it in preparation for whatever this thing is, because I don't see my party abandon me with no regard. So
wait,
to be fair, I'm pretty sure you abandoned the party.
Nick,
you have no reason to speak because you abandoned me, Oliver. There.
Well, you don't know that.
Hold on.
No,
are you like
definitely realized that.
Tony?
I
Are
could
you
have been like kidnapped and murdered? You don't know.
by a dinosaur?
No.
They don't kidnap. What?
By who?
I saw a dinosaur. Yeah, but
There's-
I saw the dinosaur did to the guy in the
things.
forest.
There's
So
nobody else in here.
dinosaur.
No, like a dinosaur might kill you, but it definitely won't kidnap you.
What about the bear? The bear seemed a little sketchy.
Pterosaur?
You're the bear. You're the only bear in this entire story.
You were
Yeah.
a bear. at some
You
point.
kidnapped yourself.
That's kind of true.
That's a fancy way of saying I left.
Which is
Tony-
just
Tony.
another way to say you abandoned
Yes,
me.
sir.
Tony,
Right,
have you
that's
totally forgotten about the like messages from another dimension that lured you into this spot,
They
or
like
have
stopped.
they stopped?
Kevin said they stopped like all of a sudden.
No. They're still going.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. They're pretty clear now.
well-
Actually.
Are they? All right,
It's
well,
Wait,
the opposite of what you
what-
thought.
What fruit is it that Alex is eating, or Tony?
So
rather?
that's what I wanted to get to. So I will offer you an intrusion.
what we identified it, but I'll take it. No, I mean like what?
I'm
What's
pretty
the
sure you just
intrusion?
accidentally ate the Nazi amphetamine.
Yes, it's just a fruit opens into boxes
It's like
of nuts.
an apple-sized pill, just as amphetamine across it.
It's like
But
a,
in
the
German.
swastika.
Several
Yeah.
swastikas around it,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah,
I'll
all
take
right.
it. I'm like, this fruit's really hard, but whatever. Power
Alright, so
through it.
as you bite into the fruit,
No, wait. Tell me what it is first.
well, so
Right.
this is how you give the impression. I will tell you the thing that is the intrusion,
Sorry,
and you can back it up or let it. So as you bite into the fruit, it emits a strong odor, smelling slightly of raw meat and blood.
And amphetamines.
Wait, so is the fruit bad, or is he eating something entirely different?
No, this thing is gonna find me if I like bite into it, or like if I.
Except this intrusion, the fruit is very pungent.
I'm gonna fight
Oh,
the
your
dinosaur.
stealthy stance is going to be undone.
It's gonna be.
I thought it was going to turn out to be like peanut brittle.
Let's see what we got.
This is not a Cypher. This is just
It turns out that it's a bag of chips that you very slowly open. You remember? You
You're
remember?
unwrapping a hard candy in a movie theater.
Remember when Sun
like
Chips
that.
like changed their packaging and like every time you
Like,
touched it, it was like
All right, listen. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna need you guys to get here sooner than later, and I'm gonna accept this intrusion.
I'm trying.
So
Because you guys
I'm gonna kite the sky while you guys burn these ads, and then come here and help me out. So I'll accept, and I think Kim is still like trailing because the rest of us cheated or
Kim is still
something.
burning
I
me
can't.
up.
I can't figure out what the.
Yes.
I can't figure out if the rest of us cheated or if Kim's an idiot. Like it's really hard to.
Can it be
It's hard
both?
to tell. I guess it can be somewhat. So Kim, Mika can have the extra point.
Nice. What do you get at tier like 7?
Sucker!
Gotcha,
One of
bad.
tier 7 wins.
All right. Okay. So as soon as you bite into the fruit, it like this musty smell like is like emitted from it, and you hear the footsteps stop like almost immediately after.
All right. So I'm going to, realizing the mistake that I knew I made, that I was making ahead of time.
You know how it smelled.
I know. I'm just joking. I end up seeing if I. Well, okay. So I know. Do I know approximately where the steps are coming from?
Somewhere deeper in the room. It's kind of hard to tell exactly where.
Okay.
Like maybe more central to the room than you are at the edges.
Okay. So. All right, Kevin. Are these voices still going through? No voices.
Can offer, but I can't accept. Sure. Yeah. So the voices are still going. I feel like you had maybe like turned them down to hear the sound of your impending death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach into my other pocket, and I'm going to take out this really long and slender spike that I have, and I'm going to put it directly in front of me into and I'm going to activate it and put it into like thin air, maybe like, I don't know, 5 feet in front of me, and I'm going to hide behind it.
All right, so this is the reality spike.
Correct.
Right, and so you're going to just place it in front of you, push down the button, and it becomes completely immobile.
Correct. So if something like a little forward in front of me, I'm going to back off. So if something like charges at me, it'll literally have to go. Yes. And then I'm gonna go and cower in the corner behind it, right?
Okay, cool.
So something will have to impale itself. Well, I mean, unless it's smart and sees it and doesn't charge me, right? Well,
what height did you put it at?
Dinosaur height.
I don't think you're that tall.
Let's say my neck height, right? So that I can impale myself if I want a quick death.
Did you also accidentally turn the pointy end towards you? Of
course. I mean, no.
All right. So, Tony, why don't you give me a
speed test? I just hate the fruit.
I think it's a speed test to well, I guess you're not really hiding at this point, are you? Is it the point?
I mean, the point is to sort of back away and react to anything that comes at me, because I think I've known that my position is compromised. So I think at this point, I just want to be ready to react.
Okay, no problem. No test then. All right, so Oliver, you find yourself off in a side tunnel. You're sort of walking through, and the tunnel, as you've been going down, it seems to be getting smaller and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
The walls seem to be covered in these hieroglyphics and stuff, and up ahead you can hear the sound of running water.
Well, I am quite thirsty, so I advance forward slowly.
Okay, so you step forward and
similarity spike, don't I? Damn.
You see Tony enticing pose behind it. All right. Yeah. So the passageway seems to be getting smaller, uncomfortably small, the sides and the
whole thing's boxing down.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But up ahead you can see almost like a shimmering light, like the reflection of light off of the surface of water.
Can I hear anything else?
No, not really.
See. All right. Well, I will. I guess I will kind of crouch down a little bit, so as also walk more slowly and stealthily, and keep going forward towards the shimmer.
Okay. So as you sort of near what you think is the entrance to another chamber, the passageway is shrunk to the size of basically you have to crawl through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a speed test. Difficulty 4.
All right. Difficulty 4, huh? Well, first of all, I'm gonna pay to lower it to a 3. Actually.
Okay.
I guess I only pay 1. Actually. But how is my danger assessment of this situation going? Like, do I see anything that that makes me think I need to get through this quickly? I'm trying, like, does it look like the entrance is to this new passage is at floor level? Because in which case I would just maybe try and like slide on through quickly.
Mm-hmm. I will let you do a difficulty 7 danger test.
Difficulty 7 danger test. Okay.
Fine. You need 21.
Mental test to discern dangerousness of the situation.
So an intellect test, and I could use my assessing danger to lower that.
Sure.
Okay. Well, that would lower it to a 5.
Okay.
So I would need what, a 15?
Yep.
I don't know that anything else would do much on that. Oh, whatever. Well, that's for the hell of it. I'll lower that to a 4. Let's see if I can. Go ahead with it.
Oh, all right.
What happened?
Oh wait, that's me.
A 20.
I feel lost.
Oh
no, I don't think you rolled.
It's not.
I'm not in the thing yet. Hold on.
What the? All right.
This is
that guy.
I had just rolled a couple times so that the stupid roll 20 thing was.
All right, so I need a 12, huh? Hit this.
Oh, you paid once. All right. An 8. All right, fair enough. So,
yeah, go on. No, I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, so you.
I mean, I didn't sense any danger, obviously. So.
Okay, so you continue crawling forward until like you are trying to reach into this other chamber, and you realize that what you are looking through is just the slit, just a slit of light where you can see the reflection of water coming through, and as you like sort of turn to spin around, you realize that you are in a stone enclosure, roughly the shape of a coffin.
So,
it's not good.
What exactly do you mean here? I realize I'm in a stone, like
so you're crawling forward.
Obtuse. I'm just you're actually saying that like I suddenly realized that now all of a sudden I'm here and not where I
was. Yeah, there's a little more gradual than sudden, but yeah, it does.
Okay.
It's not like Euclidean type situation.
Sure, no problem. Can I push on the lid of said enclosure?
Absolutely, you can. So this is a difficulty 10 mic check.
All right. Oh, man, I give up.
All right.
I don't even think I could.
I always knew you were good, Nick.
I don't even think I could literally spend down enough to even make that possible. Because I have just
not with that attitude.
No, I just have no skills that I think could relate to might at all.
Do you auto succeed on 20?
No, I don't think so, actually. All right. You can hear like footsteps outside in this chamber, but you can barely see anything. You can just see like the light kind of streaming in and waving against the wall of this coffin.
Is there any if I push on it?
Yep.
You're saying I feel like maybe it could give if I were super strong.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, the definition of matter says that it can move.
Yeah, but like
it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but I mean, I can tell it's a heavy thing and not just like a wall that I couldn't possibly get through.
Yeah, I guess.
Can I feel? Is there like a clasp or anything like around the edges?
No, it doesn't seem so. I don't know if you have any. You have very little light inside, but it seems to be like a mostly just like a lid. laying on top. As you sort of glance around, you can vaguely make out carvings around the inside of the coffin, and yeah. As you sort of feel around, you feel like there are like wrappings, decayed wrappings in this coffin as well.
And the images and stuff, they're basically the same as like the stuff on the
wall. They are the same.
They're the same. Okay, you said I can hear somebody like out in the room beyond me.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't have any ciphers. That's not.
Cypher guy doesn't have any ciphers.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, like when we were like overloaded with them, it was like the one time that Nick wasn't here, and I just blew all of mine in one, encounter.
Can I?
If you come back to me, I'll give you one of mine.
Can I? So am I still vertical? Oh, no, or
no, you are crawling.
Okay, and if I like back up, there's just solidness behind me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If I turn around and try and look back the way I came.
So it's pretty difficult to like turn around in a coffin. You mean like look down past your feet?
Yeah.
You can't. It's very difficult to make out. Remember, so the light is basically only coming in.
No, I understand that, but I'm wondering if I can see back the way I came, potentially even through the concrete or whatever it is.
Like it's some kind of invisible wall. No, not really. It seems to be like solid and as near as you can tell, opaque.
Is it the same for the lid with the slit in it?
Yeah. Everything seems to be like nothing seems to be transparent.
No, I'm not asking for transparency. I'm asking to see beyond.
He sees through dimensions. That's like
you're asking to see beyond. I understand. Okay, sure. And yeah, is this a power?
Yes, it is. The power is see through matter.
Okay.
I can see through matter.
Transparent. Do you have to spend for
that? Yes, 3 intellect points.
All right, spend away.
Which at some point I need to make my recovery rolls or something because like.
Well, you got some time maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what is it as an action you can make a recovery roll?
Mm-hmm.
And is the number a modifier for the D6 that you get?
I'm not sure actually.
The D6, it's D6 plus your tier, I think, is the number of.
Oh, so yeah, it's a modifier for that.
Unless you specifically spent on it, because that's one of the things you can spend your experience points on.
I don't think I have. I mean, I don't remember. Anyway, I'm just gonna do that because I want some points. I can just distribute them however I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. But yeah, I want to like see through.
Oh, next.
Okay, sure. So what?
Don't let Kevin tell you what to do.
All right. So I'm going to offer you an intrusion.
I mean, it can't get any worse.
Well, why would you say that out loud?
Yeah, that was a silly thing to say.
Trying to tempt him. Yeah, what's the intrusion? I'll take it.
All right. So beyond, you see what appears to be several, sort of robed figures. You can make out their features seem, sort of animalistic. They're humanoid, but like, one of them has like sort of like a lizardy kind of thing going on. One's like kind of sharky, and they're like they're flanking a figure which is also robed. And why don't you give me a perception test? This is gonna be difficulty 8.
I thought you were gonna go with like 13, or you just been amping that shit up.
No, I think 10 is literally the highest
you're allowed to go.
Well, it's your mom.
8.
Yep.
Difficulty 8. All right. Well, I'm gonna knock that right down with my perception to a 6.
Skilled.
I'll do a little spending for like the 1000th time. I don't remember how spending works, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. I don't
What?
So I will actually, you know what? Hold on. Before you take this test, I will tell you this. As you like gaze into this robed figure, right? Like normally, like you would not be able to see the inside of the robe at all because it's a kind of like a deep hood. But like you can see beyond. So you can see that as you sort of gaze at this figure, you notice that your eyes kind of like just slide right over its surface, right? Like you can't quite focus in on that particular thing. But if you would like to, you can.
So I don't know, Aaron, you're like my expert. If I've got the edge only applies the first time that you spend.
Don't think of it like that. Think of it as 3 times however much you want to spend minus your edge.
Except it's not 3 times however much you want to spend. It's 3 and then 2 times however much after that, and then that all put together minus the edge. Right? Because the first effort is a 3, the second effort and everything afterwards is a 2.
I've been thinking it was a 3 for all of them for this whole time.
Yeah, no, you've been overspending. It's 3 and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
That's
whatever.
why it's always the 2 after. That's what I always forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kim's like, oh shit. I'm supposed to have more stats
So maybe this is why he's so far behind.
And also, I got my.
I keep dying.
I guess. Kevin,
what's that?
I got XP from that intrusion. I'm guessing. Which I
yes, and you need to give one to someone else.
I will pass on an extra to Mika Reyes so that Mika can just be at like
level 70.
Yeah,
guys,
exactly.
We should have come up with this strategy from the beginning of just funneling all our XP to one person and like having them carry us.
I'm pretty much the carry of this party, anyways.
Melee
come up with that one strategy of never funneling any of it to Kim, and that
is apparently what we did. Yeah,
I literally have a sword in my arm, so. Obviously, I'm the carry. Which is why I don't know why Oliver ran away from me. That seemed like a silly thing to do.
Of course, it was a silly thing to do, but whatever. All right, so I'm bumping that down to a 4 with some spends of my mighty intellect, and I squeeze my eyes and concentrate hard,
right, so
and maybe roll correctly for the first time in like 3 sessions. Maybe.
Highly unlikely.
Here comes.
Nope.
This is the moment.
What's the highest I've rolled in like 6 weeks? Like an 8?
You can
maybe?
always expend XP to reroll.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna spend some XP to reroll because I want to waste that XP that I've been getting because I definitely can't roll correctly.
All right.
Wow, that's it.
There we go. Right, that did it. Right.
Yeah, that did it.
That did it.
Nice. A failure. Good job, Nick.
He was like, "Fuck! Why did you succeed?"
No. Okay. Well, so success comes at a price in this particular instance. So you're going to take 4 mental damage as you gaze into this creature, but you're going to get some enlightenment here.
I don't remember how damage works. It's just knock it off of.
Just knock it off. Yeah.
You just lose.
Intellect?
Yeah, you just lose points in your pool.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
All right. So you lose intellect because as you stare into it, your consciousness is almost transported. This creature is in addition to being a creature, almost a conduit between worlds, and you can see through to its place of origin. And this place of origin is another dimension which consists almost entirely of nothing. You can feel the inky blackness of the void of which this creature emanates infinitely. As your mind touches its place of origin and recoils in self-preservation.
Does it feel like I'm gonna be here for an hour crying to myself and recovering my intellect points?
Decisions have to be made. All right.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
So, Mika, you sort of. What was the last thing that happened to you? You were reading some hieroglyphs, or?
No, I was like wandering down a dark hallway, and then I realized that Oliver had kidnapped himself.
Right. I thought there might have been something after that. Okay. Anyways.
Self-nap.
All right. So, You hear some voices up ahead through an archway tunnel, and also just at that moment you hear a crash from outside, like followed by muffled roars and screeches.
Me fighting dinosaur.
From outside the ziggurat.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I guess I will proceed up ahead and kind of call out Tony? Is that you?
So as you sort of like walk forward, the surface that you're standing on like gradually becomes more and more vertical.
It's like sloping downwards, I guess.
That wouldn't be a very accurate way to describe it. Like,
or
as you just look back, yeah.
Or
like
this is one of those. This is one of those like Roadrunner things where I like step off the edge of a cliff and then like
kind of like that. Yeah.
Later on, I realize there's nothing beneath me, so I plummet to my untimely death. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So as you like proceeding, you see like a red flashing icon in your vision that says like Spatial Anomaly detected.
Okay. So I'll like stop and analyze.
Fall.
All right.
So what is it? Just like a edge?
No. So like this is like the further you proceed down the hallway, the more vertical this hallway becomes to you.
Right. So like without slanting, it's just you are don't think about it too much.
like maybe a better way to describe this is that like as you proceed down the hallway, the gravity would pivot into the horizontal plane.
It's kind of like in the Matrix when they run along.
But like, how would I know then?
As a person who is experiencing gravity.
But wouldn't I? So like all of a sudden I like fall to like the ceiling or something like that?
Well, right. So that's an interesting question. Does he feel himself being pulled forward or backward? Because the horizontal plane has two edges. Okay.
Backwards. Yeah.
All right.
So you could think of it as slanting upwards, but it is not.
Right.
I mean, I guess if I get to a point where I can't seem to go forward because I'm falling backwards, I'll go back. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So if I like all of a sudden realize that like gravity has shifted, I'm falling backwards, then I guess I will go along with gravity and tumble. Then maybe I'd like tumble right back, and then gravity resets itself, and I'm standing.
Well, so it's sort of a gradual thing, right? Like as you proceed forward, if you take a step back, you can feel that it kind of rotates back in the other direction.
Do I still hear the voices?
Yeah, you can hear them up ahead. They seem to be talking about something in the language you don't quite understand. They're pretty varied in their like pitch and timbre. One of them's like sort of high and squeaky. There's like,
Can I like just climb
slurred.
Essentially on the floor? All right, I'll climb forward on the floor.
You can see the edge of the chamber, essentially, which seems to be like at this point like a right angle, right? Okay. Like it's almost like a reaching the edge of that chamber would be like climbing up like a vertical like cliff that you assume for like the last 50 feet. Should all
remain changing as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this just like sheer floor and walls and stuff like that?
It's stone. It's kind of like a sandstone. They're not like smooth, but they certainly were not designed for climbing.
With my cyborg strength, if I was to like, I don't know, dig my hands into the rock, can I just climb along, making holes as I go?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So it'd be a probably difficulty 4 might check. Also, this would not be quiet.
That's fine. Does bashing apply?
I guess we had this discussion before and it did, so I can't go back on that now.
I mean,
because I'm specialized in bashing. All right. You said difficulty 4 base, right?
Yep.
Nice, right on the money.
oh, look at these guys with their easy rolls.
Barely making their 6+.
Just literally smash the ziggurat to dust in front of you. That's the. That's what I figured out so far.
All right, so you like plunge your fist into the stone and like break off a piece. And you're like hand over handing up to this ledge, and you can hear the voices on the other side have stopped, and what you can only assume is like the warming noises of like an energy weapon.
So I got one of those.
All right. So you want to continue climbing up over the lip there?
Do it.
Yeah. Can I I guess just peek my head over it?
Sure. Yeah.
It's a lip in the sense of like a drop if gravity were normal.
Yeah. So the entrance to the room is essentially like a right angle, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like you can hang off the side.
Gotcha.
Were you to fall, I think you would probably just come to rest somewhere in the hallway as gravity realigned itself.
Sure.
Anyways, don't think too hard about it.
It'd be like rolling down a hill.
We'll try not to.
All right, fair enough. All right, so up ahead you can see. So you sort of like peek your head up, and you can see there's several figures, several robed figures. Some of them are in the process of turning around, but they seem to be moving as if like they're like underwater. They're like very reduced in speed.
Okay. But they don't have like bizarre laser rifles drawn and aimed at me.
They have like laser rifles. You see them like turning around. Like one of them is like warming up. Like you see the light is like coming on.
All right. Well, I'll quickly pull myself up over the ledge into the room, I guess.
Okay.
And,
all right. So as you pull yourself up over the ledge, like they like speed up to match with you, and you can see a sort of the central figure amongst them turns around, and as you look at it, very similarly. Everything all right, Nick?
Yeah. What was that?
That's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Your eyes kind of like slide past its visage, and yeah, this is some sort of like altar room. Anyways, laser rifles are being cocked and whatnot, and there seem to be.
You have to cock a laser rifle?
Yeah, of course you do.
I'm just double checking. The answer could be yes. It's fine.
Who's to say how the action of a laser rifle works?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, well, we all have them in our hands, so we could easily figure that out.
All of us can say.
That's true. So there are at least 8 of them in here. They all seem to be armed, and there's in addition this robed figure of inky blackness. Actually, blackness might not be the right word to describe it. Like unable to be seen.
Yeah.
Right?
So, all right. So obviously, they all see me, and they're all kind of turning. I will produce my own laser rifle because everybody's
and then
doing
you're
it.
All right. Did you cock it?
Then his sword.
I charge the batteries and kind of raise it to like a low ready, and I'll ask, I'll say, identify yourselves.
Who are you? All right, they all finish turning around, like laser rifles ready, and they kind of like look back at each other. They're kind of like low and sort of crouched in this like animalistic way towards the creature in the center, who is just sort of standing there, mostly impassive, arms like kind of out at its side. In this, what you can see now is a white robe. The rest of the room is sort of this altar chamber. You can see a pool of water with a what seems to be like a sarcophagus in the center of this pool, and they sort of like look towards the creature expectantly. What would you like to do?
Some amphetamines.
Said I'll. So are they all pointing their guns at me at this point?
Yeah, but they're also sort of looking back and forth between you and this central figure.
Can I see Mika Reyes?
Yes.
I think to myself, aha, I didn't abandon her. It's right there.
I think to myself, I wish Oliver had not abandoned me.
Is Oliver being sacrificed?
I'm
okay with that.
I'll repeat my statement and say, identify yourselves.
All right.
Scum.
So the creature kind of sort of stops. You can see now as your eyes kind of like slide over it that its appendages don't seem to be actually touching the ground, and it as near you can tell pulls back whatever was covering its head and extends some sort of digit towards you, almost in a beckoning way.
Yeah, it wants me to come over there. I'm not gonna do that.
All right. What are you doing?
Rude.
Ask it to identify itself.
I said I'll raise my rifle a little further and I say, you should all probably start talking before this all goes south.
So, are you? What is your? Are you just okay with not being able to really see this creature? Or are you trying to squint and peer into it, or?
I mean, it's just like a robed figure, right? And
it's a little different.
But I mean, to me, right? Just assume. I assume this is like somewhat dark room. Is it well lit?
You can see in here, yeah. It's clear that this is not
Mika's just a simple cyborg, all right? Just stop trying to make this more than it is. She sees a guy in a robe. She's pretty sure it's a dude in a robe, all right?
All right. I'll say it's clear to you that this is not just you cannot see this because of lack of visibility.
All right, tell them, tell your henchmen to lay down their weapons.
All right. It doesn't seem to move, and the henchmen seem to be pretty antsy.
Also, they're
I say if you want us to become friends, you're gonna have to start communicating a little more.
You can see the almost like a hand beckoning you forward.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll say that out loud. That's not gonna work. I'm not into the whole come hither thing.
I will offer you an intrusion.
Which
to go over there.
And that is that as you stand there, you feel the ground sliding beneath your feet.
Oh, good, you're moving away from it. Everything's fine.
In what sense? That I would fall?
You're sliding towards it, yeah.
Don't fall for it, Mika. Don't fall for this intrusion bullshit.
I mean, I have tons of XP now. I could just spend to not do it.
That's the point of us giving it all to you, so that at some point you could just...
No, it's fine. I'll take the intrusion.
Suckers.
Yeah, seriously. We're not always supposed to accept them.
Are we not?
It's fine.
I think I'm just going to keep offering you worse and worse intrusions.
You die. Yeah. Go on. Give me XP.
Okay, sure.
But I get the XP.
Alright. Who
does my next character get all these XP?
Who wants the other XP?
I mean, I'll take it.
I guess whoever's in the most danger.
I'll technically...
I am fighting my own dinosaur as well as other dinosaurs, and I'm surrounded by an army of lizard people.
Is anybody
Is
low on actual XP to spend? If they needed them? Everybody's got
I got a thing in here
So, I'm low on others.
Maybe.
Stuff,
you don't even know. You've never seen it. You just stabbed a fucking reality spike into the air and then
that's fine. I'm gonna give it to Tony. I'm looking for Tony. I'm gonna give the XP to Tony.
God damn it. He doesn't need any XP. He's
Notice
about to be dead anyway.
He's not looking for Oliver.
He's already dead.
Oliver abandoned him.
All right, yeah. So you look down on the ground and you can see your feet sliding slowly towards the creature, and we will cut to William, who I don't remember exactly, but to take just a bit of artistic license, you had just thrown a man off his pterodactyl, which is like #rude, by the way.
Yep. That's true.
And now right. So your creature is has like its eyes red, has like turned towards you. It's like axe covered tail like slamming into the ground.
Yeah, because part of throwing him off it had been a psychic effort, and the like crystal things for both me and for the pterodactyl rider had gotten like disrupted.
Yep, that's right. So laser blasts are flying past. Your creature's like eyeing you with vicious intent in this hollow on the ziggurat, and you sort of like in a crater for lack of a better term. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to reassert control. Reassert dominance. The only thing to do.
All right, sure. So it'd be difficulty 6.
Okay. All right, so difficulty 6, it's intellect, I assume. And
wait, did you eat your dino fruit?
I did eat my dino fruit. That was like the first thing I did last time. So that brings it down to 5. I am like, both trained in riding, and my whole thing is like dinosaurs. So I don't know whether that's 1 point or 2 points, but like whatever you want that way. So that's either 4 or 3. I don't know what your call is on that.
So the question is,
so I am trained in riding. That is a thing that I have been forever.
Yeah.
Also, what I do this time is like talk to dinosaurs.
Right. So that can be one asset.
The combination of riding and talking to dinosaurs. Yes, that's exactly what I was asking. Okay, so that brings it down to 4 from the previous 6. And I'm going to strain twice to bring it down to 2.
Okay.
Let's give it a go. All right, 15. All right. We good. We gooch.
All right, so you can see the creature's like eyes kind of like shrink back down to normal, and the crackling around this like energy crystal in its head sort of diminishes, but you feel you're not like fully in control at this point, right? Like you've pacified the creature and like you might be able to tell it what to do, but it's not like there's some wiggle room here in this previously non-negotiable type relationship.
All right.
And so what are you gonna do?
So I like what's the sitch now that I have a second to check out what's going on around me.
Yeah, so you look around, you can see this pterodactyl with lasers on its wings, like kind of like wheeling into the sky, screeching. As you peek around the corner, you can see several of these beast type men crouched around pieces of rubble, like firing their laser blasters up towards your position. Yeah.
All right, I'll shoot at them with the laser cannons on the dinosaur.
Okay, so you're gonna like hop on the dinosaur's back and like rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I guess actually, I probably don't even need to do that. I can probably just like take some cover and have the dinosaur shoot at them. Like that's I think that's how this works. So let's do that. There's no need to be up and exposed at the moment.
Okay, sure. All right, so give me a mental test to command this creature in battle.
All right.
Yeah, difficulty 5 because he's still not quite
pacified.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so 4 for the fruit, and then like I don't know, talking to dinosaurs. Like I don't know where this like. I guess at some point that's what like gives me the ability to do this, and then
kinda, yeah.
All right. So then that brings it down to we said you said it was a 5 initially, right? So 4 from the fruit. So I will strain twice again to bring it to a 2, and let's do that. Yeah, we good.
Okay, cool. All right, so the creature like tears its eyes away from you, reluctantly, and like puts its feet up over the edge of this lip and like lets out like a dinosaur roar, and then like pulls itself over, like laser blasts firing off of its side lasers, and you can see you can tell from its stance that it is making itself into a battering ram so it can get down there and get the tail in, tail in the mix.
Yeah. Get the tail in.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, Tony, so you're sort of cowering there as the mighty hunter that you are, and you can hear a creature like sniffing around in the darkness. It's slowly getting louder and louder.
Okay.
You think at this point it is about equidistant. Maybe sorry. The distance from you to the spike, which I guess is probably like 4 or 5 feet, like it's probably double that beyond the spike. Maybe like 15 feet.
And I still can't see it.
So you can see something has partially occluded the very faint torchlight. Like something has moved between you and the torches.
All right, so theoretically, I can't make anything my quarry until it says a creature that you can see. So do you constitute this? That's what I'm asking. It's like
I'm going to say no. You can't really see this creature yet. It will be apparent once you can see this creature, I think.
Okay. Fair enough. So I'm going to. I guess it's sniffing its way towards me.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be like following the trail. As you look down at the ground, there's like a trail of juice, of fruit juice all on the ground.
It's just like all over my face. It's like everywhere.
It's like a Gushers wrapper in your
hand. So I end up sort of like, I guess I have nowhere back to go, right?
Yeah, you're not exactly sure how to get out of this chamber. I mean, it's difficult to see anywhere. You basically just backed up against a single wall.
Yeah, hold on.
And you've also, irrevocably left your reality spike here.
Yeah, no, I need this spike. This is a good thing.
No, but I mean, like that spike will never
move. I understand.
Okay.
I'm just gonna dance around this. It's gonna be like Ring Around the Rosie. With the spike here.
That was so like.
We're gonna see. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can. Wait, I forget whether or not we can communicate with each other without voice. Do we mentally?
So you hear in your ear, this is Agincourt. This is Agincourt. Come in.
But can I speak? Is the question. Like, can I communicate without speaking? I don't remember how these devices work. I don't.
I think you probably could, but I don't want you to because it's not as fun.
Absolutely.
In a second.
All right. So.
Cheater.
Okay. You know what? I don't care. This thing's there, and I can see it. And I say, I like whisper, but this thing's gonna find me if I just stay here anyway. I say, Agincourt, this is Antietam, and we're in a little bit of trouble.
He says, Antietam, my God, where are you? What's the situation?
How are you gonna explain this?
I say, listen, Agincourt, we have to put you on hold. Let's think about to fight a dinosaur. And I like. And I purposely open comms, and at the same time, I say,
listen to this.
I say, Nika, William, Oliver. Anybody there?
You guys hear Tony like in your ears.
I say,
Yes.
Yeah.
Say, all right.
I
Well,
don't say anything.
whatever this thing is, I think I'm in a little bit of trouble.
Right. So as you say that, the torchlight like comes up just a bit.
It's my quarry. I'm making my quarry.
All right, and you can see there's what looks to be like a 7 foot tall at the haunches creature, somewhat similar to like a velociraptor. However, it is covered in sort of like tubes and like pumps that are like filled with some kind of red liquid. And as its head like swings towards you, you can see the pumps like slowly rising and falling on its back, like begin to pump a little faster.
So how is this different from a normal velociraptor?
Isn't that what all velociraptors are like?
Yeah.
I think the real velociraptors have feathers now.
Oh, right. That's right. We did
Yeah.
clarify that. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Kevin. I'm going to make it my quarry.
All right, it does likewise.
The hunter has become the hunted.
Don't cheat. I said it first.
All right, so you can make me a speed. You can roll initiative here, Tony.
Okay. So I don't remember. Do I have to like beat initiative or just like a normal roll?
Yeah. So actually, you have to beat initiative to go before it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will just
This is
destroy
difficulty
it.
5.
I think I take it down to 0. How do you want to approach this? No. Okay,
Then you go first. If you do,
no,
if you take it down to 0, then you don't have to roll. That's how the system
So
works.
I have Danger Sense, which reduces initiative by 1.
Okay.
I am specialized in initiative. That's 2 more.
Okay.
Like 2. I get a free speed edge. Sorry, I get 3.
Speed defense, I thought.
I do have speed defense, but that has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
I mean, unless it does if you tell me. Right?
There's
But
an initiative skill
3.
under speed.
Yeah.
I guess I have it. I'm trained in initiative under speed.
I'm specialized in it. Yeah. So and I have 3 edge in speed. So like, give me 1 free one. Is that right? So
Yep.
Takes difficulty down to 1.
So I'm just not sure if you use your edge on speed this turn, do you get your edge when your action comes?
I think
I know we've answered this before. I just
isn't it per roll?
No, it's not per roll because you can only use your edge. Like if you use your edge and effort to increase your attack roll and your damage, you don't get it twice.
right, but those are part of the same.
Okay. Anyways, we're gonna see if you can do it.
I'll
this
check.
time.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So what is that, a 0 then?
It's a 1.
Okay, then go ahead and roll.
I mean, I don't know. I could have stayed with the 5 because my rolls have been pretty good. But I'm
Wow,
gonna fail
rough.
this one.
Come on, niggas right
Literally.
there.
So here's the thing. 2 is the only thing that I fail on. I don't fail on 1s. I get to reroll 1s. And 3 is a success. So I fail.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not funny.
You got all that XP, baby.
No.
Slide it back over here.
I'll fight this guy. Mostly because I think I'm actually better under duress, like in terms of my survivability.
I thrive under pressure.
I work much better once my arm's been chewed off.
Yeah.
All right. So the creature like tips its head back and lets out this scream, and you can see the pumps on its back begin to move, sending this like red liquid like into these tubes that are going like directly into its body, and it like charges forward. The reality spike like sort of like tearing across its shoulder blade, and it like screams and like lunges at you with these huge claws.
I just want everybody to know I drew first blood. For anyone that I beat the crap out of this dinosaur.
All right, so you make a speed defense roll. This is difficulty 6.
Okay, so
sorry, no, this is difficulty 5. This is difficulty 5.
Okay, so I'm trained without armor, so I have on speed defense actions.
Okay.
I get +1. I have 2 speed defense.
Okay.
and I have 3 edge, which I don't know if Aaron figured out if we can use that or not.
So you can use it once per action, and like an attack is constituted as a single action, no matter how many pieces it is. So like if you are using a mind blast and you have to use an intellect to use the mind blast, and then you have to like actually do the attack, and then you have damage. Those are like, you can only choose to do it to one of those things. You can't do the edge to all of them over and over again. But like assigning a thing as your quarry and then attacking it are separate actions. They're not the same action.
There's nothing required for quarry assignment. It's just
initiative is not the same action as an attack, right?
Okay.
They're separate actions.
Okay, so Kev, I also have the speed defense fruit, which I didn't factor in. So that kind of thing is 0 if it's like speed attack.
All right, that's fine. Okay, so like you, I guess you leap backwards, and oh, sorry, you get to go first, don't you? Oh, you failed.
No, I failed.
I was going to say, I didn't think you could fail. All right, so you like sort of like leap backwards as this like reality spike tearing through the thing's shoulder like pushes it off balance, and it like smashes into the wall and like turns back towards you. You can see the pumps like start to move faster, and the creature's like. You can see it like its eyes start twitching, and it looks towards you hungrily. All right, so Oliver, you can see Mika sort of like strangely like pull herself into the room from the hallway beyond, and then
kind of weird.
It does look kind of weird.
Okay.
It does look kind of weird, but and like begin to like stare down this creature that you can tell is from like some version of hell.
Right. So, how big is this slot thing?
It's like maybe a couple centimeters wide.
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch.
Well, you can also see through matter.
Yeah, no. I know that part of it. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna, I guess, watch what happens to Mika Reyes.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
No, I mean, I want to help. I don't have it. I don't think a couple centimeters is really gonna help me here.
I can just imagine Oliver like explaining this afterwards. Well, I just think a couple centimeters was gonna help much, so. I decided to stay in the box.
Yeah.
Safe. Climate was all right.
All right. Anyway. Jesus. I don't fucking know. Why did you come back to me? I'm stuck in a box.
Why did you come back to me? He has no idea you're there.
Well,
what? Right. No. He means Kevin.
Yeah.
Why did Kevin?
I wanted to know if you wanted to do anything.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a boring RPGer here, but like, I literally don't think there's anything I could do.
Okay. I mean, you have your microphone, which apparently is working.
Yeah, but I'd have to talk apparently in order to use it.
Yeah.
I realize that's a huge effort on your part. I don't want you to go through any trouble, really. It's fine. I'll kill them all. And you, I mean, you just take a nap or whatever it is.
If I talk and announce my position to them, I don't see how that's going to help you even a little bit. You're not going to be able to like free me to get you to help you out. So
you might know you're there.
What might who Mika?
No, like the people.
Oh well, maybe, but I don't want to test that theory.
He might accidentally get hurt by all these people pointing their rifles at me. Is the problem. It's completely understandable. I realize, this is the type of action we would expect out of a Tukalauan special agent.
Thank you for understanding.
I imagine at the Tukalauan training facility for their special agents, they go over lounging on the beach and I don't know, talking in funny accents, and they give you a little certificate in Comic Sans and send you on your way.
Good. It's get rough.
Wow.
Brutal.
Shots fired.
I mean, brutal. I appreciate that you understand my position here.
Completely.
Yeah, I mean, I can barely move. I'm in a coffin that I can't possibly open, and like, I'm watching Mika be in severe danger with nothing I can do about it. So there is something I want to do. Oliver starts to cry.
All right, good.
Quietly.
Like,
Maybe they'll feel bad for you.
I don't understand what your point is.
Announce your position to like Kim, or like I see you or something, right? Like,
and like put I'm a sitting duck 10 times more than Mika Reyes is.
You said yourself you can't get out. So if they just leave you alone, you will die in like 3 days from lack of food and water. Okay?
Clock is ticking.
I'll die in like 3 seconds if they all just turn around and shoot the sarcophagus. Like,
will they though? Wait. I don't think that they'll just
the
like go through.
Sarcophagus is talking. Light it up, boys.
That's not supposed to do that.
I mean, they obviously didn't kill Mika after she started talking, right? And she's been talking for like 10 seconds now.
Wait.
Mika's been running her
that's
mouth.
The logic here. They didn't kill Mika when she started talking. So if the sarcophagus starts talking, they definitely won't shoot it.
Well, can we also go back to the fact that like we found a laser rifle, one of these guys' laser rifles, and we shot it at a tree, and it left like a black mark. Like it didn't go through the tree; it left like a black mark on the tree.
I thought it did. I thought when we tested it, it like put a hole right through the tree.
No, it did not put a hole through the tree. It like hit the tree, and there was like a black mark on the tree.
I start loudly humming the theme song from Mummies Alive and see if they know it.
I don't even know what that is.
The sarcophagus is humming. Not supposed to do that.
Light it up, boys!
Extra powered
teamwork is required here, because like, I mean, I could have just sat in the corner with this thing hunting me down as well and not say a word, but maybe like calling out to your team and letting them know what situation you're in is worthwhile. Whisper it, right? It's implanted in our fucking minds. Sorry, language.
Oliver reserves the right to think of something to do later.
All right.
Fine.
No, he's just going to judge the situation. I'm just going to see what happens with Mika.
All right. Fair enough. I guess. All right. So, Mika, you feel yourself like sliding towards this creature's outstretched hand.
All right, I'm gonna put my rifle up and point it at him, and I say, "You stop that shit right now."
Fucking Mika, shoot his ass!
All right. I will give you a difficulty 7 mental. You know what? We can make this. We can make this might as you're trying to intimidate him with your strength of arms, maybe.
Okay. I mean, if it doesn't stop in like 2 seconds, I'm just gonna shoot him. But sure, let's see with the invitation.
You don't have to put anything into the roll if you don't want to. Up to you.
Well, I can. You said difficulty 7, so that's 21. So I can't just have a go at it.
Well, it depends what your skills are.
I'm not trained in like intimidation. I'll spend a singular might point to bump it down to difficulty 6.
All right, here's hoping for a crit, baby.
Ooh.
No. Close, but no.
So I mean, if I don't start like sliding around, I'll shoot at the guy.
All right, yeah.
It's just a bunch of guys in robes. I'll slice them and dice them.
Give me a speed test here.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
8.
Difficulty 8? That's stupid.
It is stupid. Kevin?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not like... I'm not trained in laser rifles.
Then what good are you?
I'm extremely trained in like beating people to their deaths with my fists, just not shooting them. I'm I don't know. I guess shoot off into the roof or whatever it is. I won't roll because I can't get a 25 or 24
into this creature, but like the laser blast is just like sucked into it instead of like having any visible impact.
Am I still sliding towards him?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna throw the laser rifle and in the same motion, the sword like shoots out of my my arm, and I lunge at him.
Yeah, sure. At the central figure.
Yeah, I mean, all the other road guys are just standing there with their thumbs up their asses, apparently. So who cares about them?
All right. So, I mean, as you open fire, like more things will happen, but like we'll see that like you are stunned as this laser blast is like literally sucked into this guy's face, like with seemingly no effect.
It's not. I mean, if it wasn't for all the other crazy shit that would happen, maybe that would be surprising. But honestly, it's kind of par for the course at this point.
If she's a cyborg.
So what was your question?
See, Tony, how unhelpful I would be if I were involved in this. He can't even shoot the guy with laser.
Well, so here the problem is that once I kill this raptor, I won't know where to go to help you because you never told me.
Well, I mean, there's two other people to tell you. So.
Oh, so are we all in like weird communication with Tony now?
I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I guess as I like take a shot and I say, I'm engaging a series of rogue figures.
I thought you were gonna like talk to the shrouded figure and be like, I won't let you stop me in this room that I got to by taking a left and 3 rights and then going down the weird vertical hallway
up
to fight you here. Well, whatever.
Don't worry, I left handholds.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So you throw the like laser gun at it, and it kind of like raises its arms to like shield itself, and like the room is going to erupt in laser fire, instantly killing Oliver Constantine, who's trapped helpless.
the first
in a paper thin box.
The first volley.
Heavy lid, but no walls of any substance.
No, the first laser volley targets a random sarcophagus.
Is that sarcophagus something?
Spilling his lifeless contents onto the floor. All right.
Oh, actually, so here's something fun. I have an ability called Find the Flaw, which means if my opponent has some kind of weakness, I can say a straightforward weakness, or maybe it doesn't apply, I like immediately figure out what it is.
All right.
Straightforward weakness.
Like loves My Little Pony.
The examples are takes extra damage from fire, can't see out of his left eye, and so on, blah blah blah.
Like really partial to Rocky Road.
I wouldn't say that there is an obvious flaw here. Yeah.
He really cares about that sarcophagus.
Yeah. It's his favorite sarcophagus.
I tell him, back off or I'm going to shoot this sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus gets it.
No! I mean...
All right, fair enough. All right, so the room is going to erupt into laser fire as the figure like shields his face. You like your feet snap to the floor, and everybody else pulls their triggers on their laser rifles. So we'll jump back to William. William, your dinosaur is like down there like mixing it up, and you can see this pterodactyl like is like flapping up through the sky, and it's like wheeling back around. It looks like maybe to like come back in for another swoop at you.
It's like it doesn't seem to be bothered by the fact that it's like no longer attached to its rider, and its rider may be dead.
Yeah, it seems you're not sure exactly why, but it does seem to be like moving aggressively towards you.
All right. How big is the pterodactyl?
It's a meaty bird.
Like literally the size of a meaty bird, or like
no,
it's
pretty big. It's like it's probably got like a 16-foot wingspan. It's like a big ass thing.
All right.
It's like a dinosaur. It's not a dinosaur, but it's yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
a
related.
pterodactyl.
Exactly. Okay. I will. So I'm in this like this I don't know crater type thing.
Yep.
And my dinosaur is off wrecking havoc down among the I don't know band of miscreants.
Yeah.
Are there like some big ass rocks around me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna fling a big ass rock at the fucking pterodactyl.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. So let's do that. Where the hell was this? We're so close. There we go. Okay. 4 intellect points. 8. Yeah. So then I don't know how exactly do attacks work.
So you make an attack roll. I mean, it'd be a speed test. It's gonna be difficulty 4.
So it's a speed test, even if it's an intellect thing to do it.
No,
or is that intellect?
It should be intellect.
It should probably be intellect.
Okay. Then let's do that. And what's the difficulty?
4.
4? Okay. All right. Then I'll strain once to bring it down to a 3. How ridiculous were we being with like dinosaur-related tasks?
Very ridiculous.
Like if
I think this is a dinosaur-related task.
Okay. All right. Then that'll bring it down to 2. To a 2.
I mean, dinosaur-related tasks. Just like for that particular cipher, I rolled on a table, and that's like the 99 through 100.
Oh.
Roll.
Okay. Cool. So there was actually a reason for that dude to like kill the guy for stealing some of his dinosaur-related task fruit. If only we had known.
That guy was being totally reasonable.
Yeah.
Really about that.
He's like, oh wait, you don't understand. That fruit is like $100 billion fruit, and we were like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. So I got an 18 on the attack roll.
Okay, then yeah, you hit. All right. So this, and how much damage does it do?
4.
Okay, yeah. So this like, I guess it's probably not a boulder. It's more of like a large rock.
Yeah, it's just a big rock.
Sails into the air and like crashes against this pterodactyl, who like begins like plummeting towards the earth. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah. And so off in the distance, among the you hear like a roar and like a series of heavy footsteps.
Okay, that's in the direction that's opposite of where my dinosaur wandered off to.
Possibly past that.
Okay, all right. I'll like pop my head over the edge of the crater to see what my dinosaur is doing, and like
yes, Oliver.
Now that there are loud noises in the sarcophagus room, I want to get on the comms and say, kind of quietly,
yes.
William, Tony, come quick, Mika's in trouble.
I'm afraid I'm a bit busy at the moment. Oliver, you'll have to hold things down yourself.
I'm trapped in a fucking coffin.
Have you tried taking the lid off?
Yes, it was really heavy.
Well, that sounds like quite a pickle. Good luck.
All right. Right. So you peek your head up and you can see through the mushrooms. There's like this mushroom forest, right? There you can see like a large lizard-like figure stalking like sort of parallel to you. And on this creature, which is like essentially like a Tyrannosaurus Rex size, you see like a platform on its back and several people like pointing and like swiveling laser cannons around and stuff like that. All right. So let's get back to Tony then. So Tony, this creature like it's like it like pulls itself off the wall there. Blood kind of like dripping from its side. The like pistons on its back, like pumping like this red liquid into its skin. I guess it's your turn, right?
Yeah, because I think we're still on turn 1. Just he went and I didn't.
Sure. Yeah.
So he like took a like stab at, or like an attack at me, and I like dodged out of the way, whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I want to take a running start and slide under the spike, like to essentially flank the spike using the dinosaur as my flanking buddy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just so that the spike is between us, and I'm gonna affix him as my quarry.
Didn't you already do that, or
no? It's an action.
Okay, great. Okay, so all right, yeah. So the creature's gonna like roar. I think it's pretty aware of the spike at this point, and it is going
Clever
to
girl.
yeah. So it is going to like snake its way under the spike and run towards you with like a claw extended, and you can tell this creature's moving like significantly faster now.
Okay.
So you need to make a speed defense roll. This is difficulty 7.
Okay, so because my quarry, I get now 6 against it.
Okay.
Not a 2. Not a 2. Where's my roll 20? Oh my god. Here comes another 2. Alright, no,
19.
extra success.
All right, what would you like as your success here?
I wanna
spike maybe is still
no. I wanna dodge around it. I want it to either lose sight of me, or I want to end up like with me behind it.
Sure, yeah, I'll let you end up like behind it. Like you can like roll under its feet or something.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Okay.
I'm punching the face next to her.
Yeah, well, I mean, go for it.
Oh, okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I have a sweet ability here. Looking for it. Why is all my stuff everywhere? Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to. Sorry, this is.
So the 19 was to make it your quarry, right? That wasn't an attack roll.
No, 19 is free. Sorry, quarry is free. It's just an action.
So the 19 is an attack roll?
19 is to dodge against it.
Dodge,
okay. Yeah. So the other thing is, Kev, I have. So I can seize the opportunity for force speed, which I'm going to do right now.
Okay.
Like before I take my action, essentially, it's if I succeed on the speed to resist an attack, I gain an action immediately.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that technically as part of his action.
Okay, so you're going to get 2 actions is the point here.
Well, no. So this is on his action,
and then you're going to have an action after that.
Yes.
Okay. That's
so
you're getting flanked.
So the first one is going to be just a regular attack, and the second one I'm going to do the. Is this thing silhouette size my size or bigger?
It's larger.
Larger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, as my first one, I'm going to make an attack, and as my second one, I'm going to like back away and reposition myself and prepare to fend it off again. So I'm gonna hit it with the butt of my gun, or I don't even know if shooting it's better. But I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna just try to.
Didn't you take a half gun, half laser axe?
I did.
That was. I think I. Oh, I did take a. That's right. You said that I have like a. I could use those both. I mean, I don't know. Yes. I think I just have to make a normal attack. I don't really have any.
Probably just changes the damage, I would assume.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll attack with it, but I don't really have many ways to fight it. So like, what's my difficulty to hit it, Kev?
So it's difficulty 7.
For 18 or higher, I can do that.
This is I guess this is might or speed. I get you're hitting it melee, so this would be might. So that's actually difficulty 5.
Oh, 5. Oh, okay. So then I'll spend 1 might point to lower it by 1.
Okay.
And hopefully hit it. And let's give a swing. So it's at 4 now. Success.
Okay, and how much damage you do?
I have no idea.
You haven't told us what the damage is on the laser axes.
Probably difficulty 4. Or so, they're medium, so that's what, 6?
I think that's 4 damage. I think it wasn't it 2, 4, 6.
Okay, so it's gonna be 4.
Okay, so then 4 damage.
All right, so you pull this laser axe and you slam into the creature's side. Blood squirts out, and it lets loose a roar, and you can see the pistons start to they're going full speed now, like they're just a blur. The creature's gonna turn around and grab you, and begin just trying to just crush you to death. You can see that its muscles are bulging. You can see its chest is heaving at very intense speed. So you need to make a might defense roll. This is gonna be difficulty 8.
I don't know if it matters, but one of the skills I took is escape. I get out of anything holding me and restraining me.
All right. Well,
sorry.
I mean, it is attacking you as a.
Okay, and so I don't know if it is you want it in this order, but I had 2 actions in a row.
Oh, sure.
One was to hit, one was to leave. One was to back far away, right? To take my distance and prepare for it to come at me again. That was my 2 actions today. I don't want to ruin your super sweet.
Go ahead and ruin it. Ruin whatever of his you want.
Your Velociraptor fight.
He's the enemy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so I just back up and ready my axe to essentially. I know I can't go blow for blow with it, so I'm gonna ready the dodge and counter. Right. That's the best I can do.
Okay, so I mean, I think it's going to come after you pretty directly. So if you want to attack it as it does, I think that's fair.
And take the hit or something.
Yeah, I mean, you said you want to back away and get ready, but it's not going to just walk away.
No, I understand that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I will. Is it? You said it gotten better, faster, stronger. How much better, faster, stronger are we talking?
So you are. This is might. So it's still a 5.
Wait. Oh, to fight it. Okay.
If that's what you want to do.
Yes. Yeah. Let me see if I can get another hit on it, so that it stops. Maybe I'll just get infinitely faster. I miss.
Okay. All right. So the creature's gonna bear down on you. You raise your axe to attack it, but it kind of pushes it aside and goes for you. It's not even really trying to use its claws at this point. You can see that its eyes are completely bloodshot. Its muscles are bulging. It's basically it doesn't even seem to really be able to move its digits very well. It's just trying to crush you. So this is a might defense, and this is difficulty 8.
Might defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember when he said this was probably going to be the last session? It's just he's trying to kill us all.
Yeah.
He just wants Distant Shore over with.
I mean, you're already buried, so
that's true.
One step
The
ahead.
hard part's done. I've even got some ceremonial wrappings in here that I could use.
Yeah, and apparently there was there's a funeral going on, but fucking Mika interrupted it. So sorry about that.
I'll take the strain, and I will, because it's my quarry. I get 1, and I'll lower it by 2. So I think the best I could do is -3. So I'll have to beat a 5, right? So I need 15 or higher. It's something. Here comes the 20. Close. The base.
All right. So its muscles sort of strain, and you can feel your bones begin to creak.
So if it's still holding me, I just escape from its grasp. That's an ability that I have. Nothing can literally hold me. That's
nothing can hold him, Kevin.
I will. All right, then you were going to escape. So it is going to do 14 points of might damage.
Okay.
Alex
That's
is
much better.
Tony's dead.
Monka S.
No, I'm still fine.
Really?
Okay. And you can see the pistons are just totally they're, you can't even see them anymore. They're just
Blur.
like warp up there, just a blur. And there's like juice just being like poured into this creature. And it's like you can see like blood begin to like seep down its bulging muscles as its skin like is like
is this blood or is it red juice that's seeping down its bulging muscles?
No, it's blood. Like its skin is like actually like stretched past the breaking point and beginning to like tear around its muscles and stuff.
Nice.
So one of the things I can do is I can study my environment for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
To get some concrete answers, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oliver, you see Mika throw this like laser rifle at this robed figure, and as he like kind of like steps back to like block it from like hitting him in the face, you can feel like reality like begin to distort as he like sort of like falls backwards for a moment.
Okay, I start wrapping myself with cloth.
Runic wrappings.
I don't know. How's the lid of this sarcophagus as reality shifts?
Right. So as reality shifts, like you can kind of tell that like in this particular area, like gravity is more towards your head, like from your feet to your head than it was before.
You're sort of falling on your head now. It's kind of rough. But if you push up on the lid, it might slide away.
I'm wondering what direction I'm even like facing the room in because of how I got.
You're gonna fall out to your
Don't worry about that. Just fucking push.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess
just get out of this death trap.
Can I go? And then my plan was to just take the sarcophagus lid and throw it at the cultists. So
well, the sarcophagus lid may be coming at you soon. Like we don't know exactly how this room is laid out, but
you set me up for an alley-oop.
Yeah.
I do as William suggests, and push real hard.
Yeah. So give me a difficulty 5 might roll.
William's like, Oliver, have you tried pushing? You're like,
Oliver, as I said to my second ex-wife, push, damn it!
Wow.
She's giving birth to a child. I don't.
No, I got it. All right. Well, I'm gonna blow some might here and try and knock this down to a 3.
Fucking pop an O-ring. Just can't get in there.
I believe the phrase is "bust an O-ring."
Yeah, sure. Right, whatever you want. All
right. So you like push your back against the back of the floor of the coffin and like get your feet up against the Yeah.
Don't think about it too hard.
I push my back against the back in order to do this?
Yeah.
I assume you're putting your feet against the lid there and just trying to like flip it open horizontally.
Sure.
Which is down.
Yeah. Don't say things like horizontal.
Horizontally, which is down. Good.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
And it sort of like tips over and like slides off the side as you like tumble out of the sarcophagus onto the floor.
What angle was the sarcophagus at in relation to the people standing in the room?
Yes.
I'm not sure I totally understand the question.
Like
I'm not sure I totally understand the geography of this room, so...
Yeah, exactly. I think when he flings the lid off, does it like go at Mika or at the dudes or at the...
No, it kind of goes to the side.
Okay. But I tumble out head first.
Head last, actually.
Feet first, but with your head on the ground? Don't worry about it.
You use your feet to push out.
Right. Okay. Sure. All right.
With your feet in the air and your head on the ground.
I spring my feet in some kind of direction and I say, "Ha!" And I like cock my laser rifle at them.
Okay. All right.
Say, hey, Oliver, those don't work.
All right. So,
to be fair, Mika, you didn't actually try using it on like any of the henchmen. So
yeah, I'm going to use it on the henchmen, not on.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that they're not going to be the problem.
All right. So, so you see this creature's like sort of like knocked to the ground there, and like the entire room like kind of like reality distorts for a moment, like up is down, left is right, and like laser blasts begin like flying all about. As much as you can, what do you want to do during this period of disruption?
I want to analyze how the laser beams are affected by the change in gravity to try to determine whether the theory of relativity is provable.
It's good.
All right, we're in there, boys. Redshift.
So we can go home now. Is that it? Is that what we came here to learn?
Yeah. That was the goal of this entire fucking thing. Let's go home.
So also, as this creature's like sort of knocked to the ground, you hear like a voice in your ear, which you can identify as Agincourt, and he's like, Antietam, come back in. We need your status immediately.
We're fucking busy. I'm cocking a laser rifle in Dino Land.
Is that a euphemism for something? Are we talking about sex here?
I don't know. I say all three of my companions have swallowed dino fruit, and I'm getting ready to fight. Like
I didn't eat any fruit, just Nazi amphetamines.
He's like, I don't care about any of your sexual escapades. Just come back to base.
I wish we could, Antietam.
Agincourt.
Whatever, Agincourt. I wish we could.
All right, so.
And I really do wish we could.
All right, Mika, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to kind of get in close with I don't know, Mystery Man, because I don't know, if they want to keep shooting me while I like grapple with him, then that could go good or bad for both of us.
All right, sure. Okay, so yeah. So you're gonna like just try to like get your feet and rush towards this creature.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. So that's fine. Give me a speed test to get your balance. Times.
Okay.
So it'd be difficulty 5.
Alright. Luckily I'm trained in balance, so knocked it down to a 4. I'll spend a point in speed. We'll roll against a 9. Success. 11.
All right. So you like push yourself off a wall and like hit the ground running and like charge towards this creature. You can sort of you can reach him. And I don't know, you come up like face to face with him. So give me a mental defense roll as you gaze face first into the abyss.
A bit like a stability check.
Does perception apply?
I don't think it would apply in a positive way.
Things are worse for you.
This is a difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah.
Does it apply that, I don't know, at this point, like, Mika's not that surprised by like freaky shit anymore?
It's not that it's freaky, it's that it's like damaging to your mental pathways to like gaze into another dimension.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you about it. It's fun.
Yeah, for everyone except for Oliver. Oliver's like, yeah.
I don't have anything that applies, so I can't succeed. I fail.
You can't succeed at all?
Against the difficulty 6? Was it?
It's 7, I thought.
7? Yeah, no. Not even close. What would I...
Did you say 6? If it's 6, you can do it.
Is it 6? Alright, I'll roll against 6, I guess.
18, 19, 20, baby!
What do you think we gave him all those XP for? He's just going to keep rolling until he gets it.
I mean, it's not worth it for me to burn a bunch of intelligence points on a roll I'm going to fail and then take a bunch of additional intelligence damage.
So, can I make a brief suggestion, although we are close to the end? There are actually other things that you can do with experience that we have like literally never done in our entire work with this game. There are short-term, medium-term, and long-term uses of experience. Which cost like 1, 2, and 3 respectively. And so you can do something like a 2-point spend to make yourself trained in a certain thing that pertains to like what's going on here. So you wouldn't be able to get yourself to have like trained in computers permanently. But if you were in some kind of like a facility that had these computers, you could spend 2, and for the entire time you're in that facility, you could become trained with like using the computers in that facility. So you could probably make a spend here of like 2 to have a short term like. We've dealt with a lot of fucking dimension hoppings, and
yeah, but it's to like get me down to a difficulty 5 and still fail. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll just take the damage. Is this gonna like kill me? If it's gonna kill me, then sure, I'll spend everything I have. But like, I'll just eat the damage. I don't think it's worth it. If it's gonna deal me like 4, 5, 6 intelligence damage, I'll just eat it.
Well, right. So the question is, like, what this would let you do is spend 2 XP to potentially, like, be able to do better on all of your interactions with this thing, right? Because, like...
I'm not sure it's that general. It's not like you get your, like bachelors in, like, interdimensional, like, non-creatures.
I mean, otherwise, it's kind of worthless, right? Like, it's not that much to ask to say, like, can I be trained for dealing with this, like, one thing for this thing for 2 experience points, right? Like, that's a pretty big fucking spend.
It's a big spend.
That's my 4 int level 3 ability as a hunter.
Right? Like, and it's temporary. So at the end of, like, this thing, it'd go away.
So, like... let me just see. I think we're arguing over something that's going to do a little bit of intellect damage. I'll just deal with it.
Right. So, right. Well, it does 4 intellect damage to you.
Yeah.
You take 23 damage. Sorry.
All right. Okay, that's fine. And then you can go.
Okay. All right. So I like feign forward with my arm sword, just as he like moves to defend against it, I slug him right in the face or non-face. I don't know, whatever he has.
Your hand is now gone.
All right. So it's difficulty 6. Might.
All right. So I'm specialized in bashing, medium bashing, so I'll knock it down to a 4. And we will spend. I'll spend. So it costs 3, 5 minus 2. I'll spend 3 points to knock it down further.
Okay.
To a 2. Difficulty 2. I'll spend an XP to reroll.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright, I'll spend another one. This is stupid.
My God.
This is why Kim has no XP.
There you go, it succeeds.
Alright.
I deal 4 damage.
Okay, alright, so you slam your fist against the side of this creature and like somehow through force of will or some other trick of technology, you find like purchase against it and like knocks its non-head against the side of the ground, and you can feel like reality sort of ripple out, and it like almost seems like it has like some kind of wound upon the side of its I don't know if flesh is the right word, and you feel like the air in the room beginning to like move towards that particular fissure. Oliver, as you see Mika like rush towards this entity, it's like minions sort of turning trying to get to their feet, raising their laser rifles. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna shoot them
inside the box.
I'm gonna shoot them.
Things were better in the coffin.
Yeah. You're gonna shoot them.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, just opening fire on the nearest one. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, well, the one that looks most like they're about to shoot Mika Reyes.
Okay. All right, sure. Go for it. It's a speed test. This is difficulty 4.
Speed test. I haven't had one of those. Difficulty 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have anything I can do with that, so I'll spend a little and lower that to a 3. What happened? That's good.
Okay, and that does 6 damage then. Right, so you fire it at this nearest minion, and it like leaves like a hole in his shoulder, and he like kind of looks at it as his arm like kind of like as the burn kind of expands, and his forearm like falls off, and his gun falls out of his hand.
Wait, the laser rifles are heavy weapons?
No, they're medium, 6, right? Or is it? Oh, it's
medium
2,
is 4.
It's 4 damage.
6 damage is heavy.
But not the way I shoot it.
Like from the hip.
All right, so
I surprised them. I was all like, "Ha!"
All right, so you hit him, and he kind of like falls down to one knee, like clutching the wound, but he does not seem fatally wounded. So Mika, I'm going to say you can make a as the other laser blast sort of lance out towards you. You can make a difficulty 6 speed test to I don't know, twist around like a leaf in the wind.
That's not a good example.
Laser blasts.
Alright, so I'm specialized in speed defense, and then I would like to say that I don't actually need to twist around that much. I just need to spin this guy around so that he blocks most of them.
Sure, they're not coming from like a particular direction is the reason it's difficult. I mean, also like, dodging a laser blast, which theoretically goes to the speed of light, with another person. Somewhat difficult.
Sure, but he's gonna end up. All right, well then he like gives me cover, right? Doesn't it make it harder for them to hit me if I'm closely engaged?
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying, not just like a trivial matter.
But it gives me a whatever.
You want an asset?
Yeah.
Oh. Sure. We can take an asset.
If you're unsure, we can call it 2 assets.
Nice.
We'll stick with 1.
Alright, so what was it? Difficulty 5. So that brings it down to a 2.
So it was 6 to start.
It was 6.
Oh, it's success anyways.
Okay. All right. So you sort of swing him around. By the way, he is larger than you. He's about probably 7 feet tall. But I guess Mika is a cyborg at this point with cyborg arms.
And isn't he made out of nothing? He can't weigh that much.
Yeah, he's not as heavy as you might imagine. And some of the laser blasts seem to sizzle through his robe and get sucked in, and others you're too lithe to be hit by. So we will skip back to William Pembroke. You see this large carnivorous lizard, or sauropod, I guess, turn its head through the mushrooms and begin heading towards this battlefield. It's still not too close, but it's a T-Rex with lasers on it. So I'll let you deal with that as you will.
All right. I'm gonna start by using my action to recover.
Okay.
Seems like a good thing to do.
Okay.
So 1d6 plus 3. Oof, not a good roll. Okay. And so how far off is it, more or less?
I don't know, maybe probably a quarter to a half a mile.
All right. And how close am I to one of the entrances to this here?
Oh, very close.
Yeah, all right. I will hop into the entrance.
You're just gonna run in? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. 3 passageways. Any particular way to choose?
Well, he could just contact us and ask us, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I will ask. So I've got good news and bad news, chaps. Good news is I'm coming to back you up. Bad news is there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a firing platform attached to its back that's on its way. So if there's another way out of here, that will be useful. I found a bit where there are 3 different passages. What passage should I take?
So Mika's like over like grunts and fighting noises, like I went down the center one.
All right, note to self, not the center one. Oliver, you said go down the right one?
No, don't do it.
All right, Tony, any feedback?
Tony like opens his mic, you just hear like a really loud screeching coming from like, and then like Tony mutes it again.
All right, wait. So Oliver, did you take the right one?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, definitely.
All right, well, it can't possibly be worse than what's going on with Tony, so I will take the right one.
The wrong one.
That's the one that I went down.
There are no right answers.
So Tony, this creature, is it your turn or is it its turn? I think it's your turn.
It's my turn, yeah, because he tried to eat me.
Yeah, so this creature is moving with like incredible speed. You see, it's like literally coming apart at the seams at this point. And the if anything, it seems to be accelerating still. So what are you going to try to do here?
It's fair to assume that it's faster than me.
Yes.
All right. So I can't bring around the rosy with it. You know what? I'm gonna like a sound. Sorry, I wasn't sure if it's my headphones or not. So I'm gonna run and fight.
You're gonna run and fight?
Yeah, it's an ability that allows me to like move while fighting.
Okay.
It's just basically like I make an attack. It's just I don't like do anything special for it. It's just like a thing that I do. I just have to spend 2 speed for it.
Okay.
So it's just an attack. It's basically I use it to get in and out of range.
Okay, that's fine.
So I can like hit it and like dodge behind the spike, hoping to impede its movement, kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
And what's my difficulty?
To attack. Yeah, I guess this is probably going to be a speed, so this is going to be difficulty 8.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. The best I can do. Yeah, I think I can only lower by 3. Yeah, I'm not like. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So that takes it to a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Out 15. I just need to outlast this thing and not die before it kills me.
Yes.
No good. No good.
Okay.
I have Spike helping me, so it's fine.
Okay. All right. So this thing is going to like you hear like it tries to scream and blood just like pours out of its mouth as it like shoots towards you with like bullet like speed. If you could see something moving this fast, it would look like you would hear the cracking of bone, the snapping of sinew as it just like bolts towards you like a goddamn lightning bolt. So you need to make a speed defense roll. This is difficulty 9.
All right. Well, all of my combined stuff against it is 6.
Okay.
So I'm going to I'm gonna roll it. I have some XP to spend if I don't succeed because I don't feel like getting hit by it again. So let's on 1 XP.
So for the next session, by the way, I think we're gonna have to cap it at 1 XP per roll.
Oh, so technically, by rules, that's not the way that it works. It says specifically in the rule book that you can spend as many XP to get as many rerolls as you want, but like that quickly becomes a money pit where you lose all your XP. So
So
now when Tony blew them all,
I rolled a 1, but the 1 is actually free for me. I reroll 1s for free.
All right, fair enough.
So like, I don't even have to spend XP on that one.
This is a fucking dead branch situation you've got going on here.
Yes.
All right.
That's right. 100%.
All right. So you like dodge to the side, and this this creature just kind of clips you. You like spin to the side on the ground, and like in an instant, it's like right on top of you, and it picks its head back to just like slam its jaws around your neck, and all of a sudden its chest just explodes in like this cloud of blood and gore and red liquid, and it like collapses to the side.
Drink it in, Alex. Drink it in. Drink it in.
All right. Alex is like,
listen,
brutal.
Mika's on those Nazi amphetamines, but you can do dino amphetamines. Get in there. One up him.
All right. And so we will end our session there for this week. Thank you guys for playing. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to. I guess that's it. If there's anything you want to ask, but I think it's a pretty good spot to end it. So we'll leave it there. Thanks, guys, for playing. This has been The Distant Shore, Alive from Beyond. If you have enjoyed these metal experiences, then perhaps you can find other experiences, probably slightly lower on the metal scale than tonight's particular offering. But you can find those on our YouTube channel. And if you want to watch us live, we play every Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern on twitch.tv.
Eternal Lies is pretty metal.
Eternal Lies is pretty metal. Yeah, in a different way. In like a ballad kind of a way.
Or like maybe a Norwegian black metal, something like that.
Yeah. But not like an up tempo like Cyber Raptor
no
in a way.
No, like a doom and like slow sinking, horror with bass line.
Mm-hmm.
What's up next week on Live from Beyond?
That will be the concluding chapter of The Distant Shore, and then after that, I believe we will be playing a game called Clockwork Dominion.
Oh
holy shit! That's right.
Oh my
god! I'm totally ready for it.
I'm sure you are.
That game is not metal.
That's 2 weeks from today. So
somewhere thereabouts.
Thereabouts.
All right.
Well, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you for the thrilling conclusion next week.
Metal.